giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom Newsleaders.
Hi, I'm James Miles, and we're going to talk about a little history today in our segment here, the history in Jefferson City. And there's a homes tour you're all invited to coming up this month, too. We'll talk about that in just a moment. First of all, Ann Green is here. Ann,
Hi.
glad to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Executive Director for Historic City of Jefferson. How long has this organization been around?
So we started in 1983, and it was a volunteer-led effort until actually last fall, when they hired me and brought me on. So I'm excited to be working with the organization, and really with the storm this past May, it couldn't have happened at a better time.
Yeah, that one kind of threw us all for a loop. And I guess it's hurt some parts of these homes too, right?
It did. It really hit our historic homes downtown on Capitol Avenue. So that was quite a shock to the community, I think. But over the past few months, we've all been able to come together and work to rebuild. And we're happy to kind of have our homes tour on September 22nd to celebrate the efforts of historic preservation in our community up to this point.
All right. So you got 6 homes.
We do.
We're going to be showing you pictures in just a second. But of these 6 homes, they're all located on one place?
Correct, on the west side of town on Forest Hill Avenue, which is this beautiful street. The property was developed in the 1920s, 1930s, and all of these houses were built around that same period. So we're excited. This is, if you ask anybody in Jefferson City what one of the prettiest streets is, they will say they all want to live on Forest Hill Avenue, really, because it's something like something out of a movie.
I was just going to say, a movie. Movie set.
Exactly. During the fall, the leaves are changing. You've got the tree limbs that are overarching the street, and at Halloween, you've got hundreds of kids in their costumes running up and down the street. So it's just got this really close-knit neighborhood feel to it, and we're happy that they've opened their doors to us this fall.
And you'll be able to go through the homes?
Exactly. Everybody can go inside each home on the tour the area. They're all on one street, so it'll make it nice and accessible for walking. And something that's new this year is that we're offering a VIP option. So we've got our normal tickets, which are $12 in advance or $15 day of, but we also have a VIP ticket this year, which is $25, and that includes access to our reception tent. So you can go see a few houses, then go to the reception tent, sit down with your friends, have a glass of wine, have some snacks, listen to some music, and then go see a few more houses. So I think it'll be a really fun Sunday afternoon.
VIP, $25.
Yes.
Okay.
Normal tickets, $12 day of. In advance, they're $12 day of, $15. So
more about
a few
that in
different
just a
options.
moment. So let's take a look at the houses here. You look with me, and everybody else can look on their screen.
Yes.
We'll start with this house here. I love that house.
It is absolutely beautiful, and this one has had several owners over the past almost 100 years now at this point. But the family that originally lived in it, he was a train conductor for a number of years. And so most recently, in the mid-2000s, there was a woman living in it who was actually the first female clerk of the Missouri Supreme Court. So there's been a few notable people living in that house, and we're happy to have that kind of start the tour.
I just love the look of that. I would like to live in a house like that.
Well, they've got this red table out front, too, which all the neighbors will come and sit out in the evenings and chat. So it's got a nice community atmosphere there.
House number 2.
Just absolutely beautiful. It's kind of a different style with the sloping roofs. We selected each house with kind of a different architectural style. So each person, you get a different feel in each building.
And here's a house that has a real different feel.
This is just absolutely beautiful. We love this fall picture of it because it really kind of encompasses what the neighborhood is about. And interestingly enough, whenever we announced that we were going to be doing it in this neighborhood, I had a lady from Kansas City reach out to me. Her family lived there in the 1960s.
In this house?
In this house. And she sent me a picture that the previous owners had taken and given to her father when they moved in the early 1960s. So we've got this great photo of this house in the 40s to 50s in the wintertime that she's going to be sharing with everybody. She's actually excited to come to the tour this year and view her childhood home once again.
I'm sure she's got great stories. 4th?
Yes, this is actually one of our Golden Hammer Award winners a few years ago, and the Golden Hammer is something that the Historic City of Jefferson gives out monthly during the summer months to houses that have done historic preservation work to kind of bring them back.
Okay. Number 5.
And this is just I think this is such a unique style with the stone and it's almost got a gingerbread cottage feel to it.
And the final home?
And then the final home is kind of a newer home, but it's got a great interior. And so it's a good way to kind of wrap up the tour.
Yeah, so again, those homes on parade, so to speak, and that's Sunday, September the 22nd in Jefferson City, Forest Hill Avenue.
Yes.
Okay, so what can people be a part of this? What do they need to do?
Tickets can be purchased online by visiting our website, which is historiccityofjefferson.org. They can also find us on Facebook at HCJ Inc. And we look forward to seeing everybody.
How about 573-690-4225?
Exactly.
The old-fashioned way of calling, right?
Right.
All right. Ann Green, thank you so much.
Thank you, James.
Come back and talk history with me.
We
on a
will.
future segment.
I would love to.
Thank you.